Hey, what's going on, beautiful Jellyfish? It's Tracy, and today I'm going to be doing a video on how to start a YouTube channel specifically related to magic, because those are the videos that I film. And before we hop on into this, I was really bad last week about posting videos, and I'm really sorry. We started work back up. For those who don't know, I work at a school, which I love, and we started back up, and like the days are super long because we have like professional development for 2 weeks, and it's like I wake up at like 6:30 and then I like get home at 6 o'clock, so like I'm literally just gone the whole day. My school day is like not gonna be like that. It's gonna be pretty much like the same kind of like, no, it's like it's gonna be shorter, and we're changing our schedule this year, which is super awesome. So the days are gonna be a little bit they're a little bit shorter, but they start earlier, but then they end a little bit earlier, so it's gonna be really nice for getting home earlier and stuff, especially with like traffic. Austin traffic is like really crazy. So I'm really sorry about that. So I guess that would be like my first point and tip. I didn't really mean to do that segue, but it just kind of worked out, is have a consistent schedule. And you don't have to be explicitly stating to your people who are following you, I'm gonna upload this day. Like, that to me doesn't matter. It's more the fact of like the amount of videos. So like I post 2 videos a week. My schedule for myself is Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like I said, that doesn't always happen. Things come up, things happen, and that's totally understandable. A lot of times, actually, like, I pre-film the videos on the weekends, and like a lot of times I have the videos, it's just like I need to like edit the description and stuff, and sometimes like I don't get to that stuff, and it's like life is crazy, and I'm like very full-time, and I work at a charter school, so it's very like our schedule is demanding, I would say, more so than like a public school. Like our days are longer, and it's teaching. If you're in the field, it's very tiring. I love it, but it's like it's a very exhausting thing, so a lot of times like things just don't happen. But that would be my number 1 tip, is to have a consistent schedule and try to follow that as strictly as possible. Again, I'm not perfect literally by any means, and I'm not saying like things aren't going to happen, because they are, but it is really helpful. I found it's really helpful for both you and the people who follow you, if they know like, okay, I know I'm gonna be getting a video on like this certain day or whatnot. That's always been like a really helpful thing, and like I'm a planner person, so I always have marked things in my planner, and it's really helpful for me to stay on track. So that would be my first tip. The second tip is to be patient. I feel like a lot of people like think if they just make videos, like people are just gonna like magically appear, and it's like not the reality. I've been doing YouTube since 2015, so 3 years actually, because I started videos in July, so it's pretty much been exactly like 3 years. And yeah, it's been a process. I mean, I'm still not where I'd like to be. I want growth, and I get comments all the time like, I wish more people watched you, and like that makes me really happy. Like, thank you, I appreciate that. I mean, I just kind of like do my own thing, and I don't want to say like I don't try to get more people to follow me, but it's just kind of like, I guess I could like do more like in that regard, but I just would say to just be patient. And then kind of like my third thing I would say is, like, you're here for the money. Like, I'm here to break many hearts. I think that there's this assumption that people who film YouTube videos get paid like an astronomical amount. And the thing is if you're someone who has like a ton of subscribers, good for you. Like, you're gonna make some money. But like for someone like me, for like people who are smaller, like it is not a... I don't want to like get into like the money, like what I have made, but like it's not anything crazy. And just seeing like where I am at this current moment, when I'm filming this, I almost have 2,000 subscribers, and it is just not like, it is not like, I don't want to say not glamorous, but it's just, I think people like make it out to be like, whoa, like you get so many things and like all that kind of stuff, but you know, just like be patient. And yeah, I think we're on the third or fourth thing, I don't know, I lost track, But what I would say is like post videos to like other platforms to get like more people to like watch you. I have this really cool thing where like it automatically uploads my videos to Twitter as well, because if that was the case, I would literally forget to like link my videos, so it does it automatically, which is super awesome. And I just have them go on there, and it's really great to like people who are following you. Like I have almost 500 followers on Twitter, so the people who follow me on Twitter can be like have first like access and be like, oh sweet, like MTG Goddess just posted a video, and like can click on it right there, which is super awesome. I haven't really looked at the traffic, so I don't know like how many people have like come from that, but it is really helpful in like spreading that. And like it's really cool too, because if people follow you, like they may, you know, be another content creator or something and can like retweet your video or something, which is super cool. So that is something that I think is a really good idea. I don't like, a lot of my friends who, you know, I have like kind of a mixed bag of friends, I would say, on Facebook. Like I have a lot of Magic friends, I do, but I have as well like other friends and family, so it's like they wouldn't get it. So I don't really post that on Facebook, and I feel like it's I don't know how to really explain it. I don't really do it on there, but Twitter is kind of like my number one thing. I'm also always on Twitter. I've been really bad recently. Like I said, this last week I've been so bad about everything because it's been crazy at work. Good crazy, but crazy. Okay, the fifth thing is to get a nice camera. This is not like me being super innovative by saying this, but I feel like a lot of people think you need to spend $600 on a camera, and I'm just here to tell you that you don't. So a lot of times too, what you can happen is like if there's like the top model camera that comes out, you can get like the next step down. It's not gonna be like the best thing ever, but it's still going to work and do the job. This camera that I'm using right now, I got this for Christmas. Paul was super awesome and bought it for me. It's the Canon PowerShot SX. I'm just gonna list this down below, but you can find it, and it's really nice. I mean, I think it's really nice quality. Again, this is not like $1 million camera. I will eventually get a really, really nice camera, but that, we have a house to pay off, man. Like that is the ultimate thing that we have to work on right now. So, you know, we have a lot of other expenses, but yeah, honestly, just do research, read reviews. I wouldn't just walk into it blindly. You don't have to get like this camera, but I always feel like it's good to like know people who like have had it so that they can like talk about it, and this one is really nice. And then I have just like a case for it and stuff. Though I will say one thing about this camera is if you do get it, it doesn't come with the cord to plug into the computer, so you would just need like a USB cord, but I feel like people just have those on hand. I don't know, we're like, Paul's like super into tech, so like we just have all these like weird tech things in our house, so we just kind of like have that covered. But yeah. Okay, the next thing I would say is to do kind of like an intro video. And I think what like is really helpful about this is that it kind of like, I feel like a lot of people will watch that video just to like get to know like what kind of videos you are going to be doing. I need to film a new intro video. That's something I need to do. Put that on my little to-do list. But the thing is you want to know, like, your people to know like what kind of videos you're going to be filming, because like some people, if they may be like, oh cool, like you post Magic videos, but you only post like Legacy videos, and they're like, well, I don't watch Legacy, so I'm not gonna watch you. And like, that's okay. Like, you don't have to like adjust your content to get like more people to like you. Like, I don't think, like, there's plenty of people who just do one thing and have plenty of people who follow them, and that's super cool. Like, my whole thing is I do EDH videos and I do modern videos, and those are like my two things. I do like deck techs on my channel about EDH and modern, and I do unboxings occasionally, not frequently. I've done draft videos, but not like, I do those occasionally. So I just think it's really important to like know what videos you're gonna do. And as a side note with that, stick to filming, to doing those types of videos. I used to film videos on like video games, and I realized that it wasn't getting a lot of like people weren't really watching it because they were here for Magic videos. So I will say, like, that was one thing I like learned from. I was like, cool, I don't really want to do this. That's just not something I'm really interested in. So that would be like one thing is, you know, just film an intro video introducing yourself. Okay, this is like a minor like tech kind of thing, but thumbnails are really important. I jumped really late on the thumbnail train. My thumbnails are not amazing, and I'm just gonna throw that out there for anyone who thinks I am a super pro. I am not claiming to be, literally at all. I literally just use paint. That's it. That is my fancy story. It's really easy. Again, I'm not a tech person. Paul has all of that. I am not that type of person at all. And I'm sure you can spend a lot of money and do crazy fancy programs, or you could just do it in Paint like I do, and that's just how I do it. It really, really does help. It makes the videos look more sophisticated and look like, okay, this is a person who knows what they're talking about. I don't know what number one, but I would say like to try to like collaborate with other YouTubers. And the thing is, and I actually saw this Twitter post, I don't have my phone on me so I can't look it up, but it said like if you get like if you do like a follower for follower like type of thing, you know, that's what it's just going to be. It's going to be like a stepping stone, and they're just going to be a number, but they're not going to like help you to get that goal that you want. Like, I don't know if you should like have a goal of like numbers or anything like that. Like, I don't have goals and numbers. I don't care. Not that I don't care. Like, I have people follow me, like, that's super awesome, but I'm not like, oh, I have to hit this number. Like, that's not essential. Like, whatever. But I would say, you know, if you can be like featured on other people's channels or like film with other people, I think that's like really cool. That's something that I am like definitely, I have people like featured on my channel, which is really awesome. Like, I have friends, and like I just think that's a really cool thing. But like, I've also collaborated with other YouTubers, not as much as I should, and I honestly really need to, but I would say definitely like reach out to the community. There's this really awesome thing on Fridays where it's like Friday MTG YouTube. It's like, I don't know what it is, like hashtag Friday MTG crew or something like that. And it's basically just like a list of like all these Magic YouTubers. I have to admit, I get tagged in them, but I'm so bad about posting them. I'm really bad, and I totally should like post things. To be honest, I really just don't have a lot of time to consume Magic content. Like, I listen to podcasts like on my way to work, and I love podcasts, but like I'm really bad about like watching videos, I have to say. When I watch videos, it's like other videos on YouTube. But okay, the next thing is about sponsorships. So you may have encountered people who want to like sponsor you, and I think I made you a separate video on that. I'm sponsored. If you see the cool little logo on my all my videos, I'm sponsored by my local game store, Media Sanctum, which is awesome, and I love them. But you will have like, you may have incidences where companies like want to sponsor you, and to be honest, it was really overwhelming. Like, when I got asked, nothing like that has ever remotely even close happened to me in my life before, and that was like really overwhelming. Good overwhelming, but still overwhelming. And I think it's just about like doing your research like into your company, and like establishing like ground rules with the company, and like what are you going to give me in exchange for what you know, if you want the logo, like whatever it is that like, you know, you want me to do. I think it's really important for like communication, and kind of like what are you going to get out of that. And another thing too with sponsorships is, seriously, be upfront about it. I did like a whole video on this sponsorship, and I told you guys like, okay, these are the things that are gonna happen like with this sponsorship. And like, I don't want to like boast, but like in my opinion, like it's not like a big deal. Like, I mention it, like I play Magic there, like I'm not gonna like hide where I play Magic. Like, I play Magic in Media Sanctum. I literally don't go to any other game stores. Like, I do that not just because I'm a sponsor, but like I just really love Media Sanctum, and it's great. And like I feel like I'm not like fake about it, and I think like that's really important, is like if you're sponsoring something, like if you're not enthusiastic about it, like don't do it. Like, if you really hate the place you're sponsored by, maybe you just shouldn't work with them, because like you should be talking about stuff that you genuinely really love, which I think is really cool, and which I just think is really important. And like I said, I can do a whole video if you guys want me to talk about sponsorships. There's kind of a lot more to unpack there, but this is not really the point of this video. This is more like little things. The next thing and the last thing is just to like be yourself, and that's like really cliche, but like honestly, I always feel like, okay, so like I work in a school, right? And I love it. And I feel like I started mid-year last year, which was really tough, you know, entering like in the middle of a school year. It's kind of like the kids are thrown off and like whatnot. And like I said, I work at a charter school, and like we're very like tight-knit there. And so like when a teacher like leaves, that's like pretty hard like on the kids. Like, it's, you know, the charter school I work at is so routine based, is we're very consistent in everything that we do, and like all across the board. And like we're very like, we try to offer like stability like for the kids, and I feel like starting was like in the middle was like really tough and like kind of like threw them off and threw me off, but like I think I did a really good job of like building relationships, and I always got like compliments that like from people. They were like, you do a really good job of like building relationships with kids, and I think that's awesome. And I feel like it's just my whole thing is like I'm just like myself, and like I don't, even when I film videos, this is just like who I am and like how I am, and I'm not over here like being like, okay, so like today we're gonna talk about like this, and like I really love this product, even though like I hate the product. Like no, like that's not like me, and that's like not how it is. And like I've always felt like it's really hard for me to like, even though like I've acted, it's really hard for me to like act like if I'm at school, like I genuinely love it and like that comes out, and I think that's like really important. So I feel like if you just get on here and you like try to be someone that you're not, it's just not gonna work out for you. Like talk normally, talk how you talk. I think that's another thing too, is like, even with like editing, like some people are so into editing where like every 3 seconds it's a cut. That literally drives me nuts. That's like, I think one thing too of like why I can't watch some people. That drives me crazy. That's some people's style and that's how they are, and they want their video to literally just be perfect, but like life isn't perfect and I'm not perfect, and I say like and I say and some people get annoyed, but I really don't care. This is who I am, and like everyone says those things when they speak. Everyone. It's just a part of reality. So, yeah, okay, I totally said that was the last point, but I lied because I just thought of something else. That is to realize how much of a script do you need when you film videos. Are you someone that needs to map out, like, I'm not saying line for line, but like, do you need to like make lists? Like I make lists, so if I do those videos where I do like my, like, I don't want to say top 10, but I like talk about like cards, like I'll talk about like best card draw in green, and I mentioned like 10 cards. I write down the list of all of the cards and I pull them up on my computer so I can like edit them on the screen, and so that way I have the card like right in front of me versus like, oh, that card, and then I have to like scramble to find it. I always try to be like plan ahead. Like I said, I'm also just kind of like a crazy like planner person. These were my notes for the video. This video was like pretty, you know, again, I think too, maybe it's like the teacher in me. I like to think I can speak pretty well in front of people, even though this is like a different kind of speaking in front of people. But I like do like little notes like this. This is my magic notebook, or like my YouTube notebook, I should say. And then like I just filmed this is a video on like my favorite artist, and so like I wrote down the artist and I wrote down some cards that I really liked from them. So yeah, this is just kind of like my it's like an EDH tag. Those are some questions there. The ones that are crossed out are like videos I've already done. So yeah, it's just kind of like realizing what needs you have and like what how much or how little do you need to plan. If you're someone who's really good at speaking, you know, like winging it, you know, if you're someone like, I think mine is like a combo. Like I don't really plan what I'm gonna say, because I find when I do, it becomes, I actually like lose focus, and I find I need to edit more. I don't know why that happens, but that's just how it tends to be the reality. But I would say like in making like little lists like that is really important, like notes on like key points you want to make, because that's, again, this is just like a teacher mindset. Like that's something I do like when I would lesson plan, is like always just make like little notes and stuff like that to myself to really help me. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for now, and I will see you guys later. Bye.